Hello yogis, my name is Debbie Lash and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's practice is 60 minutes. It is going to be a power vinyasa and we're using the strap to open our shoulders. There's going to be quite a bit of binding and we will have the opportunity to go upside down into Pinchamayurasana. And we will be lifting up into birds of paradise. So if you're not familiar with any of those poses, don't worry. And I'm going to guide you through. And even if you're not practicing these poses, there is opportunity for you to just pause, observe where your body is at. And I'll always encourage you to just have a, just to have a go. And because that's where we all start. But just stay in the pose, like wherever your body lands and feels most comfortable, and just stay there and breathe while, I give the others an opportunity to take the full expression. But don't let any of this put you off. You're not any less of a yogi if you're not practicing these poses. Yoga is for everyone, and through a consistent practice, everything is possible. So, shall we get started? Let's take this opportunity to practice svadhyaya, which means self-study, because this is what the practice is. It's really an awareness about what is happening physically in our body. So at this point, I'll ask you to gently close your eyes down and bow your chin to the chest. Just taking this moment to land and arrive in this space. And when we close the eyes down, we are practicing pratyahara, which is the elimination of the senses. So we're closing our eyes to look within, but you'll still be aware of some background noises. It's not like we completely shut everything out. And this is kind of around the 8 limbs of yoga. These, they are the steps towards meditation and towards enlightenment. And once we've closed our eyes and we're looking within, we begin to concentrate. And this is called dharana in the 8 limbs of yoga. So just closing your eyes down, and I want you to observe your physical body and just notice any sensations. And just find a sensation, and instead of scratching or going to it physically, just allow it and watch it and witness it. And notice that it softens until it dissolves and slips away. And then you'll might notice another sensation in the body, so follow that. And just let it soften. With this awareness that everything is temporary and that it too shall pass. Connecting to the breath, inhale through the nose. And open the mouth, sigh it out. Bring the hands together at prayer, tapping thumbs to third eye. Inhale to the third eye. Keep the lips closed, exhale through the nose, back of throat. Connecting to Ujjayi breath, inhale. Lips closed, exhale. Releasing your left hand down on your thigh, right hand alongside the face, and your peace fingers, they bend down. Some people like to bring them to the third eye. I like to bring them down to the palm. Thumb over right nostril, ring finger left. Inhale through both nostrils. This is alternate nostril breathing. Close off the left nostril. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. Close off the right nostril. Exhale through the left. Inhale left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Inhaling right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Bring hands together at heart center, bowing chin to chest in gratitude. And if you'd like to bring an intention to this practice, maybe something that you would like to receive from the practice or something that you want to call in for the rest of the week or the weekend ahead. And inhale, gently open the eyes. Lift the gaze. Shall we get started? You're going to need a strap. So if you don't have a strap, you can pause the video and go and get yourself a strap from a tie from your dressing gown. You could use a hand towel. You could use a belt. Okay, you could use a tea towel. So any of those props will work. Just improvise where you can. And then come back and put the video back on and meet me here. Okay, so we're going to start on our knees. If you were sitting cross-seated, come and be on your knees. And this is called shoulder flossing. If you've done a few of my other videos and you practice with me, then you'll know where we're going. So hands are shoulder distance. You don't need to grip the strap too firmly. Inhale, lift up. Spread the arms and then exhale, just lower about a third. And you can notice how the chest is expanding, but the ribs are protruding out. So just soften the ribs down a little. Gently close the eyes down and let it simmer. Because it's going to feel, if it's anything like it feels in my body, it feels very sticky. And just breathe into the space, into this moment, into your body. And focus the exhale into where it feels tight. Inhaling here. And lower the hands all the way behind you as you exhale. Inhaling, lifting the arms all the way up. Exhale, lower. And then reset. Inhale, lift. Lower halfway and pause. Again, just let it simmer. And dropping the right hand down, lift the left arm up. And spinning your chin into the left armpit. And feels like you want to pull the strap apart. Just creating space in the front body. Shoulder blades are squeezing into the spine. And then other side, left hand down, right arm up. Chin rolls into the right armpit. Ujjayi breath if you're ready. Soft whisper in the back of the throat. Some liken it to the sound of the ocean. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. And inhale, lift. And exhale here. Some of you might not even need a strap for this next variation. So this is called Garudasana. Inhale, right arm up. So you place the strap over your right shoulder. Actually, I'm just going to place it on my left. You can have it on either. You have it on your right. Just because I've got the microphone here and it might interfere. Inhale, lift. Turn your right hand back so you're looking for a high five, and bend the elbow. And ideally you're walking the forearm to meet the back of the head. And you can grab the strap here. And just pause. Just again, let it settle into the pose. Notice how it feels. And you could stay here with the left hand on the elbow, or maybe you're going to take the left arm out. Rotate, the palm goes down, and then exhale. That's it. And pausing here. 2 more cycles of breath. Shift your shoulders back over the hips. And if there's any pain, like a lot of the time, you know, if we haven't been practicing very often, or whatever's happening in your body, sometimes there's pain in the tops of the feet when you're sitting here in Virasana. So you can just stand up on the feet and just get off the heels. Good. Inhale, lift up. And just stretch your body over and lean over to the left. Exhaling here, breathing into the side body. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Bring the left hand forward. Left arm over right. Garudasana, otherwise self-love. If the hands don't bind, you could be here, but otherwise take self-love. And from here, you're going to be facing the top edge of your mat. You're going to step the left foot forward. I'm just going to take the strap off my shoulder. And left foot forward. Change sides. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, forward fold and bow. And now we're in a variation of lizard pose. We're just going to stay here 5 cycles of breath. Ideally, I'm snuggling the shoulder inside my left knee as I lower down. 2 more cycles of breath wherever you are. So already we're starting to prep for the birds of paradise, which I'm going to today bring you in from a bound lizard. Don't worry if you don't know these poses or what I'm talking about. And then when you're ready, unravel the hands to the floor. If your forearms don't touch, and you've got a block or a pillow or a blanket, you can just be here in this lizard pose with the forearms on the blanket. And some of you are going to keep the back knee down, and others are going to lift the back right leg up and then be here. That's it. And at any point, if it feels too much, place the back knee down on the floor and just let it hover there. So lifting the knee up increases the intensity, opening the hamstring a little deeper. But the action is hugging the left knee into the left shoulder. Lifting up in the back, rounding the back like cat pose. You're pressing through the forearms. And 1 more cycle of breath. Exhale, place the front knee down. Come up onto the hands. Straighten the front legs for a half splits round. Pause. Some of you are going to stay here with the buttocks lifted. If it feels good in your body, and the Janu Shirshasana 2 is another nice option. So half splits or Janu Shirshasana 2. Toes are drawing back. Inhale, lift the chest. Tiptoe the fingers forward, bowing the chin to the chest. Just going to soften this mic down a little bit. And just connecting to the breath over and over again. Just notice when you stop conscious breathing, normally the mind has woken up and taken you out of the practice. 1 more cycle of breath. And inhale, bend the knee. And come back into Virasana. Inhale, take the left arm up. So changing sides. I'm just going to keep the strap on my left shoulder. Inhale, lift arm up. Rotate the palm back. Exhale here. Pausing, walking the forearm to meet the back of the head. Often I need to drop my chin down. Some of you are keeping their hand on the elbow. You can lift it up and back. Others are taking the right arm out. Inhale, thumb rolls down, and exhale here. And just stay here, 5 cycles of breath. And we're going to do what we did on the other side. So we're going to stand up on the knees, inhale, and lean over to the right, exhale, rolling the chin into the armpit. And imagine my hand is resting on your left elbow, and lift your left elbow up and back as you roll the right shoulder down and away from the ear. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Arms wide, inhale. Right arm over left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale here. Stepping the right foot forward. Inhale. And then humbly bow. Exhale here. This variation of lizard pose, 5 cycles of breath. Remember to snuggle the knee inside the shoulder, and often I need to walk my foot all the way to the edge of the mat to create space here. One more cycle of breath. Unravel the hands, coming down into lizard pose onto the forearms or on a block. Some of you are keeping the back knee down. If you're keeping the back knee down, just slide it back so you're on the top of the kneecap. I'm going to tuck the back toe under and lift my back knee up as I hug the right knee into my right shoulder. And just breathe here. Notice the sensations in the body. 2 more cycles of breath. And place the back knee down. Come up onto the hands and step back. Just going to remove the strap for a moment. Come down onto the forearms. That's it. You're in a cow pose here. The back is slightly arched. And now round the back, cat-cow. So round the back for cat and exhale. And then we're just going to fly it. Inhale, Betalasana. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart lengthens. Exhale, round. So in Pincha Mayurasana, forearm stand, it comes from a back bend. Exhale, round. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart lengthens. Exhale, round. Tuck the toes under. Lift up and back. You're in a little dolphin pose here. You could clasp the fingers together. Step the feet up any amount. If you've got tight hamstrings, bend the knees, feet as wide as the mat. Otherwise, feet together. You can feel the opening the shoulders. You're pressing down, lifting the shoulder heads up and away. Some of you will come up 1 forearm at a time. Others are going to lift up 2 at a time. And just pausing here, if you've got any wriggles or things that you like to do in downward facing dog, maybe press the left heel down, circle the right ankle, point and flex. Just get all that crunching and clicking. I really like to work into the joints, like most of you know if you practice with me. And let's just inhale, glide forward, plank, buttocks to heel, exhale, look forward. Inhale, forward plank, buttocks to heel, exhale. Inhale, forward plank, buttocks to heel. 1 more, inhale. Exhale the breath out and jump up on an empty belly, on an empty breath. Inhale, heart lengthens. Forward fold and bow, exhale. Bring the hands on. Actually, we're going to take a bind here. Some of you are going to keep the strap. Actually, I'm going to demonstrate with the strap. Okay. Some of you don't need it. So bring the strap into your left hand, okay? And we're going to inhale, lift the right heel and snuggle the right shoulder under
And I'm going to bring my right hand to the sacrum. And then I've got the strap here. Okay, inhale, left arm up, grab the strap if you need it. And then when you're ready, press the right heel down and just stay here. This is a prep pose. Don't worry if you can't get the heel down. This is information. Okay, hamstrings aren't fully open. And if you need to, just lift that heel off the floor. But drop the head. This is a variation. This is Uttanasana with a bind. One more cycle of breath. Lift the heel, unravel, and then change sides. Inhale, lift the left heel off the floor. Snuggle the left shoulder under. And you could use the strap if you need to come up and over. That's it. And then press the left heel down. That's it. And I'm just kind of shifting my weight forwards and backwards to feel all four corners of my feet. And the head is heavy. The weight of your head, do you know the weight of your head is about 1.4 kgs for a man, and it's a little lighter for a woman. And the weight of the head is just, it helps descend the chest down over the thighs. So just stay here and then unravel. Good. Pausing here. Hands on the shins, lift up halfway. Forward fold and bow. Pressing down and just rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll the shoulders down. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, bring the hands together at prayer. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, both arms up. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. Half lift, inhale. Step back to plank. Vinyasa. Let's break the first one down. Drop the knees to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Lower all the way for low cobra. Point the toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Keep the knees on the floor. Round to cat. Downward facing dog. So if you've got lower back issues, or you haven't practiced for a while and you need to build strength, keep the knees on the floors. There's no shame in doing that. Just remember, you are your best teacher. So that is one variation or modification. Inhale, lift the heels. Let's practice with what we were doing earlier, buttocks to heel, exhale, and a nice little light jump up. Let me know in the comments below if you find that helpful. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing down, inhale, rise. Hands of prayer. Let's take 2 more rounds. Inhale, both arms up, breathe in. Empty the belly as you forward fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Step back to plank, exhale. Shoulders over the wrists. Lower halfway down. Engage the legs, roll over toes, up dog, press through the feet. Inhale, lift your chest. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Exhale. 3 cycles of breath here, yogis. Have a look at your hands. Spread your fingers and then lift your forearms up and away. It should feel like you're pulling the arms apart. Drop the head. Look at your feet. Make sure they're hips distance. Press the thighs back and then just shift the gaze so your ears are in line with the biceps. Ribs are hugging in like cat pose. Inhale, lift the heels, hinge forward, exhale, the breath, jump up, inhale, heart lengthens, forward fold, exhale, pressing down, inhale, rise, exhale, hands at prayer. Last round, inhale, both arms up, forward fold and bow, exhale, half lift, inhale, step back to plank, exhale, vinyasa, just move at the pace and the rhythm of your breath. Up and back, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath here. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Step, walk or float to the top. Heart lengthens forward. Forward fold. Exhale. Walk the feet together. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Come bring hands halfway. Cross the right arm over the left. Take self-love, option 1, or a bind. Inhale, lift up. Shift the weight into the heels. Exhale, lower down. Shift the weight into the right foot. Lift your left heel off the floor. And then hover. Draw the belly. Lift the pubic bone to the navel. And then left leg up and over as you drive the left hip back. Inhale. Sit lower. Exhale. Inhale, lift the elbows. Round and round. Exhale. That's it. Squeeze the thighs together. Inhale, lift your arms away from your thighs and bring the hands on the hips as you step the left foot back. Inhale here. Exhale, put a bend into the back knee. Come into Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms up, turn the palms back and roll the shoulders down, lift the chest. Inhaling here. Exhale, if you need to, place the back knee all the way to the floor. Otherwise, just hover. Roll the shoulders down, lift your chest. And hinge forward. Rest your ribs on your thighs. Again, hands reaching to the back foot. Head is heavy, looking down as you hug the right hip in and back. Drop the hands either side of the front foot, standing splits. Inhale, lift. Some of us are going to keep both hands on the floor. Some of us are going to reach and bind the right hand behind the right ankle, the forehand wrapping behind the calf muscle. And again, bowing the forehead towards the shin, lots of awareness here. And step the feet together. Exhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana, big toes together to touch. Exhale, sitting down into your imaginary chair. Draw your knees and your shins and your hips back. Left arm over right. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, sit deeper. Lift the right heel off the floor. Some of you will keep the foot on the floor and then just hover. Lifting the pubic bone up towards the navel and then lift up and over as you draw the right hip back. Inhale, lift the elbows, hug the ribs. Exhale, round and round. That's it. Just staying here. Find a single pointed focus. Soften the gaze. I'm looking towards my thumb and my fingertips. Pressing through the heel, float the arms up and away from the thigh. Bring the hands on the hips. Exhale. Float your right leg back. Exhale, put a bend into the back knee. And hover here. Maybe you need to walk your left foot slightly to the left. Inhale, arms wide. Rotate the palms back. Exhale, roll the shoulders down. You get this beautiful release and stretch through the right quad. Your collarbones are smiling. Inhale. Sink deeper. Exhale. Power lunge. Hinge forward here. Again, your hands are reaching. Slide the right foot back to straighten the leg. Soften the exhale. Gets a little spicy. We want to cool the breath down. And standing splits. Inhale, both hands to the floor. Some of you are wrapping the left hand behind, drawing the forehead towards the shin. And set the feet together. How are we doing? Chair pose, Utkatasana. Stand all the way up. Samastahi, exhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana, bend the knees. Sweep the fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lift. Forward fold and bow. Exhale, round. Half lift, inhale. Look forward as you step back to plank. Exhale, shoulders over the wrist, lower halfway down. Inhale to up dog. Up and back, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. A little gripping in the fingertips. Virabhadrasana 1. Float the right leg straight back. Actually, I'm just going to turn around. Stay where you are. Float the right leg straight back. Bring the right knee to the right upper arm. Exhale. Inhale, 3-legged. Plank with a twist. Exhale. Inhale here. Step the right foot next to the right thumb. Turn the back heel down. Inhale to up. Exhale here. And your pinky fingers are wrapping in towards each other. This opens up across your shoulder blades and get the heel of the back foot rooted into the floor so you can lift your chest and fire up your arms as you sink into the front thigh. Exhale. Inhale. Exhaling, go deeper. Inhale, arms wide. Roll the shoulder up, turn the palms back, thumbs down. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the chest. Humble warrior. So we're walking the right foot all the way to the right to drop the right shoulder inside the right knee. And we're kind of, it's very similar to where we started. Remember we started with the Garudasana arms and we had the back knee down though. We were in a low lunge. 2 more cycles of breath. And I'm actually going to take you back here. So it's like we're adding on. Inhale, lift up, drop the hands to the floor. Lift the back heel. Exhale, lower down. Pause. Option 1, stay here. And you're going to come back into your lizard pose with the back knee down. We're going to build from here. So this is called aeroplane arms. You snuggle the right shoulder under the right calf muscles and bring the hand out. Option 1, you're just going to stay like this. And then from here, if you wanted to stay here and not bind, you could lift the back knee up or you can keep it down. I guess this would be option 3 if we're lifting the knee. So we're bringing the right hand on the sacrum. You could use the strap again here if your hands don't bind. I'm grabbing the left wrist with my right hand and I'm lifting up. 5 cycles of breath. This is called bound lizard. Lengthen the chest forward, hug the right hip back, and I'm squeezing my buttocks as I lift the heel of the back foot. And then we come down the same way we went up, back knee, arms out, hands inside, and then hand either side. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Put a bend into the knee. You could open the hip. Otherwise, this could turn into a Vashisthasana. I'm just lifting, or it could turn into a wild thing. So you just choose. What do you want to work on? Every decision is the right decision. You could even drop into child's pose. Hands to the floor. Vinyasa. Take a breath in, up dog. Up and back, downward facing dog. And in your own time, we do the other side. Inhale, float the left leg straight back. Glide forward, left knee, left upper arm. Exhale. Inhale, three-legged. Cross it to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Warrior one. Step the right foot through. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink. 5 cycles of breath. Sink into the front thigh and root heavily through the heel of your back foot. So you're pressing down so you can lift up. Arms wide, thumbs turned down. Exhale, clasp the hands together. Inhale, lift the chest. Humble warrior, round and round. Exhale. Hug your left hip back towards your right heel. The head is heavy, the neck is long. Two more cycles of breath. And then when you're ready, hands to the floor, lift the back heel, place the back knee down. Good. Option 1, lizard pose. Option 2, lizard pose, lifting the back knee up. And again, you could be with the forearms on a block. Option 3, snuggling the left shoulder under, aeroplane arm. And we're here. And again, the option to lift the back knee up. Option 4, now my left hand is catching my right wrist with the forefinger thumb. You could stay here with the back knee down, or we lift up. Now lengthen the chest forward, lift the heel of the back foot as you hug the left hip in and back towards the right heel. Belly hugging in. 2 more cycles of breath. Inhale here, and then we come out the same way we came in. Hand either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toe. Inhale, lift. Put a bend into the knee, and I'm going to come into a modified vinyasa-inspired. If you took a wild thing on the first side, take it on the second. And flow through it. If you want to skip the vinyasas, if you feel a little tired, up and back. Downward facing dog. Down dog is going to turn into dolphin pose. So coming onto the forearms here. Walking the feet up. Take a child's pose, exhale. And just surrender your ribs down onto your thighs. If your shoulders are tired, reach them back towards the feet. You've got the opportunity to go upside down here. If vinyasa is not a inversion that is good for your body or that you don't feel comfortable doing, then skip it. You could stay in dolphin pose, or you could stay in a child's pose, or you could have your legs in the air and be here. So this is getting all the benefits of the inversions, having the feet above the heart without having the head down. Okay, I'm going to turn to the wall and take my vinyasa at the wall today. So, excuse me, having my back towards you, my palms and my forearms are down, lifting one leg, and I'm lifting up. Squeezing the thighs so they're magnetic. And when you're ready, come back down. And inhale, lift yourself up. We're going to do a little bit of core before we come into our birds of paradise. How are we doing? I hope you're enjoying your practice, and let me know in the comments below. I always love to hear from you. Some of you are amazing at leaving me feedback, so thank you for that. Good. Inhale. And then draw the knees over the hips. Exhale here. Bring the hands behind the head. Inhale with the head on the floor. Exhale, lift the shoulders off the floor. Inhale, extend the right leg so it almost touches the floor. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, extend the left. Exhale, together. Inhale. Exhale. So 3 more on each side. Last 2. Last 1. And now inhale, extend both. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. From here, inhale. Exhale, lift up both toes. If you need to, you can bring your hands into the back of your hamstrings. Ardha Navasana, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more. And bring the feet together. Roll forward, step back into your downward facing dog. I'm going to move from here. We're just going to add on to where we've been. So we're going to repeat. Okay. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Bring the right knee to the right upper arm. Exhale. Inhale, 3-legged. Cross it to the left. Inhale, 3-legged. Step the right foot next to the right thumb. Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, lift up. All that's going to happen here is we're going to take a twist. We're going to play with Parivrtta Parsvakonasana, hands at prayer. Some of you are going to lift the back heel if it doesn't feel accessible to keep the back heel down. Inhale, hinge forward. Hug the ribs in. Exhale, rotate to the right. And again, anchor down through the heel of the back foot as you draw the right hip back towards that left heel. Inhaling here. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Let's come back into our bound lizard. Snuggle under. Use a strap if you need to. And some of you are just going to stay in a bound lizard. Maybe this time, if you've just had the knee down for the duration, maybe you're going to stay with it and lift up. The rest of us are inhale, going to step the back foot up, shift the weight into the left foot, inhale, lift the right foot off the floor. Good, you can keep the knee bent, but the full expression of the pose is kicking the leg up for as far as it'll go. And then when you're ready, you come down the same way you went up. Keep the hands bound, step back, and hand either side. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Let's take a wild thing this time all the way over. Inhale, lift. And hand to the floor. Vinyasa or straight to down dog. Roll over toes, up dog. Up and back, down dog. And other side, press the right heel down, left leg back. Glide forward, left knee to the left upper arm. Inhale. Plank with a twist, exhale. Warrior one, step the right foot through. Back heel down. Inhale, lift up. Root heavily through the back heel. Press your, rolling the inner thigh back. Sink deep into the front thigh. Activate the hands in towards each other. Exhale, hands at prayer. Inhale, hinge forward. Hug the ribs in and up. Exhale, rotate. And again, if the back heel is too much with it down, lift it up so it's a twisting lunge. It's a little deeper with the back heel down. Soften the breath. One more cycle here. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Lift the back heel if it's not already. Place the back knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, snuggle. Aeroplane arms. Taking the bind. Tuck the back toe under. Some of you are staying here. This is the prep pose. You're just building strength and awareness. Inhale, step the right foot up. Shift the weight into your right foot, high on your left tippy toe. Inhale, lift. It's a lot of core work to lift up. Exhaling here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Step back. Release the hands. Good. Pause. Float the back leg. Inhale. Float the left leg. Bend the knee all the way to wild thing. And top arm up. Hand to the floor. Vinyasa. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, glide forward into plank. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Pausing here. Walk the feet together. Dhanurasana, bend the knees. Press the pubic bone in the hips down as you reach back for your ankles and your feet. Walk the knees together, lift the shoulder heads and lift up here. 5 cycles of breath. Release, windshield wiper the legs side to side. And taking one more back bend before we come into the cool down part of the practice. So you're nearly there, my friends. Lift up. Walk the knees together. Press the pubic bone and the hips down as the pubic bone lifts to the navel. Lift your shoulder heads. And look to the top edge of your mat. Your hands holding the feet, and your feet are kicking into the hands so the arms lengthen. There's lots of information there. And exhale. Lower down. Take a moment to pause. And take a child's pose. Lift up and back. Exhaling here. I'm going to reach my hands back to release my shoulders. You could even take a rabbit pose if you wanted rabbit. Hooking the heels with your hands, coming up onto the crown of the head. Exhale, lower down. Staying on the knees. And actually we're going to come onto the buttocks. Inhale, bend your, actually I'll face the camera. Here. Inhale, bend your right knee. And cross your right knee over the left leg. You could stay here, bringing the right hand down, left arm up, and crossing the body, taking a twist. Otherwise, if you want to add on to that pose, it's the same pose, but both sit bones need to be grounded. And inhale, left. It's just going a little deeper. Marichasana, press through the feet. Inhale, lift through the crown. Exhale, looking back over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back. Garudasana. Gomgasana. So coming up. If you're new to this pose, it's a great idea to sit on a block first. Okay. Right leg is in front, left arm up. Inhale, you could put the strap back on the shoulder. Rotate the palm. And exhale here. Some of you are just going to keep the hand resting. Others are right arm out. Thumb down. Exhale. Maybe you can take the bind here. You can bow forward if you like to do that. Just soften the eyes down and go within. Allow yourself to go deeper. Coming back to the practice of self-study, svadhyaya. And release. Other side. I call this Vegas showgirls. Open the legs and exhale. Coming into the other side. Some of you are having the right leg straight. I'm bending the right leg back. Make sure the left sit bone presses down. Left hand behind you. Inhale, right arm up. Breathe in. Exhale. Just stay here. Inhale, left. Exhale, rotate. And inhale, come back through center, coming into Gomgasana on the other side, feet as wide as your mat. Either sit on a block, pausing here. This is a deep hip opener. So just explore how it feels in your body. If it's too much, just unravel and come back and sit on your knees like we did right at the beginning of class. Inhale, right arm up. Rotate the palm back, exhaling here. And pause, just patting yourself in the middle of the back for showing up. Inhale, left arm out. Rotate the palm back and exhale here.
Unravel your arms. Shavasana, my friends. And just roll yourself all the way down. Maybe you want a happy baby here, just to stretch it all out. Hopefully you're feeling like a happy baby. Some teachers call this dead bug pose. Sometimes we do feel like a dead bug at the end of the class, but hopefully not today. And then when you're ready, extend the legs, roll the shoulders under and bring yourself into your final resting pose, Shavasana. And we let go of the breath. We let go of the practice by letting go of the breath. So take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, sigh it out. And just let go. Let your body be heavy. Don't try and control your thoughts. But just be in this moment. Surrender to what is. If you've made it this far through the practice, well done. Otherwise, you can stay in Shavasana or start wriggling your fingers and toes. You just choose. You can shut the screen down and just be. Otherwise, I'm going to bring you up. Arms up and over. That was quite a short Shavasana. So take longer if you need it. Knees into the chest. Roll to the side. And bring yourself up. Hands together at heart center. And just take a moment to come back to Svadhyaya, self-study. To feel all the feels, just to notice how you feel emotionally, physically, energetically after you practice yoga. And one of my teachers said to me, you are closer to the person you are meant to be after you've practiced yoga. Let me know in the comments below if that resonates. Sending you lots of love. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell if you want to be alerted every time I post a new class. And leave me some feedback. I love to hear from you. Take care. Mwah.